Okay, let's start off by remembering what we talked about last time. It's been 2 weeks, so it's been a little while. But do you remember anything that we talked about?
Can I talk to the... You explain to me when is the voices. The
The what? The voices?
the black vocales. The
Vowels.
Vowels. And can I have the parts for? I don't know. Maybe I don't.
Okay, you don't remember a lot?
A lot, yeah. I remember, but I don't say explain to you.
You don't know how to explain it?
Yeah.
Okay, well, how about you just try, and I'll try to help you out a little bit.
Okay. But I speak for the you explain to me when I need trap when I say for subjects and
Okay.
verbs and
Subjects and verbs.
subjects and verbs and past
Past
and
tense.
every together. What is more easy for me? You let me know what is more easy.
Okay.
Right? I remember when it's
Yeah, we did talk about subjects.
subject.
And we did talk about verbs. And we talked about how the subject, which is a noun, right, and a verb make a basic, easy sentence, right? So, like, Sarah eats. Sarah is the subject and the noun.
Okay.
And then eats is the verb.
Object. Yeah.
Good. And the object, yeah. So, let's review a little bit more about that. I'm glad you remembered that. That was good.
Yeah, I don't remember. I don't explain to.
Because the reason we're learning this is so that you can know how to make sentences and put words in the correct order. Because the word order, you know what I mean by word order?
Yeah, the order.
Like first word, second
Yeah.
word, third. Is different in Spanish and
and
English.
Yeah, I know.
So, perfect. So we have to just learn these terms first. So, a noun. Can you tell me what a noun is?
No. It's the first is when the names,
People.
Hospital, things.
Things, yeah.
And
good.
when you put in ¿cómo se dice oración? Sentence. When you put every time for explain the hospital is big. The hospital is the noun or subject, right?
Good. Yeah, that's very good. You've learned a lot.
Or name, Sarah. She had the white car. Okay. Son.
Yeah. Good.
Noun is Sarah. Have is bear, and subject. No, not bear. Adjective.
Adjective.
And why is none.
White.
White, right?
White is the adjective.
Sorry.
I think you
car,
know that.
Car
you just switched it up.
Car is adjective.
Car is a
or two.
A noun.
Oh, no. Okay.
Okay. So good. Like you said, a noun is a person. So Victoria, Sarah, Jose, Samantha, he, she. It can even be it, right? If you're talking about the dog, it. And it's also a place. That's the one you didn't say.
Place too, yeah.
Place. But you did say hospital. So hospital's a place, right?
Place, yeah.
Lexington is a place,
Place,
and it's Lexington is a noun. Mexico, Los Angeles.
Nice, Los Angeles, Chicago.
Mm-hmm. So person, a place, and then last thing is a thing. So couch, picture, computer, and so there are a lot of different nouns. I mean, everything in this house is a noun, right?
Yeah, it's a noun, yeah.
So we can use nouns as the subject of the sentence, right? And so what do I mean by subject? What is a subject?
Subject is a subject.
Okay. Subject is the person or the place or thing that is doing an action.
Okay. Subject. Okay, yeah.
So in the sentence, Sarah eats. Eats is the action, right? So who is eating?
Sarah.
Sarah. So Sarah is the subject.
Subject. Okay. Subject. Okay.
Another way of looking at
Not as subject. Okay.
Another way of looking at it is kind of like in a movie. You have the main character, right? So, what's your favorite movie?
Pretty Woman.
Pretty Woman? Okay, so who's the main character in the movie? Pretty Woman.
Who's the actor?
Yeah, the main actor.
Oh, it's Julia Roberts.
Julia Roberts? Okay. So, kind of like Julia Roberts is the main focus in the movie. The subject is the main focus in the sentence. You understand? So, when I say Sarah eats, or I could even say Sarah eats every day. The focus is on the person who is doing the eating. So Sarah. Okay. So, I think you understand that really well. So can you describe to me what a verb is? What is a verb?
Los verbos. Los verbs. Eat.
Can you give me a definition?
Adjective.
No.
No. It's I don't remember.
Okay, so give me some examples of a verb. Eat. Run.
Sing. Dance. When it's an action.
Yeah, an action.
Running.
Perfect.
Running.
So.
Eating.
You got it. So verbs are actions.
Action, yeah.
And sometimes a verb can be something that doesn't seem like an outward action. Sometimes like thinking, you know? If I'm sitting here and I'm thinking, you might not be able to tell. But it's still a verb. Or I am tall. Am is a verb. Because it is a state of being. Do you understand what I mean? State of being?
What?
State of being. Okay, a state of being is the way that something is. So, you are Mexican. Are is a verb, but it's not like an action verb. It's a state of being verb. It's kind of hard to understand what a state of being is, but basically you just need to remember that is, are verbs. Okay. I'll try to think of a better definition for that, but I don't know anything off the top of my head. Good. And so those are the two things you have to have in a sentence. You cannot have a sentence without a subject, which is a noun, and you cannot have a sentence without a verb. Because if we just say the verb and no subject, like runs to the store, you know, we don't have a subject. Who ran to the store? We don't know.
Somebody.
So that's called an incomplete sentence.
Runs
to the store. What? So it could be he runs to the store, and you're like, oh, he runs. He is the subject. He is doing the action. He runs. And
Él va.
And so let's talk a little bit right now about how English and Spanish are different. So I just told you that in English you have to have a subject and a verb.
And the verb, yeah. The adjective.
In English, those are always two different words. But as you know, sometimes in Spanish, you can have a subject and a verb in one.
Yeah.
Because you can say, like, pongo. Something. I put. So when you say pongo, it means I put. And so I put, there is a subject and a verb, but it's only one word. It's pongo.
Sí, pongo is. Yeah.
So in Spanish, the verb that you use, like poner, tener, all of the verbs, they have it so that it includes the subject.
Sí.
In English, it does not. So you can't just say put on the table. It's I put on the table. So there's always going to be separate words for the subject and the verb. And so I notice sometimes when you speak, you take out the subject. So you'll be talking and you'll just say the verb. I still understand you, but it's just not grammatically correct. So you might have to pay more attention to when you're speaking and make sure that you're saying the subject. Like, who is putting that on the table? You are. So you are putting that on the table. No, just putting on the table. You understand?
Yeah.
Good. So that's an important distinction between English and Spanish.
Okay.